Do you hear that? Yeah, me neither. Peace and quiet. No loud traffic. No loud people. Just nice peace and quiet. Doesn't get any better than this. Yeah, here we are at the intersection. Trail going over there, and our trail over here. Decisions. Away we go. Well, hey everybody, made our way back here to the camp we was at last time. Gonna spend the day back here and just enjoy the day and maybe do some cleanup around here. I think this is gonna be our day camp that we're gonna go to and spend some time at whenever I want to come out and just spend the day, or maybe even eventually spend the night. Once I get all my gear and everything, this is a good place. I got a nice view, and so I think I'm going to spend the day today. I'm going to clean things up a little bit and get it arranged the way I'd like to have it, and just enjoy the day. Well, I decided to move the fire pit over here. They had it over there, but there's a small tree growing right over top of it. Plus there's other little branches that are low above it. So, I want to be sure not to kill anything that I don't need to. So I'll move it over here. I got a lot more clearing above, and the heat from the fire shouldn't affect the tree from there because it's pretty high up. So that'll be a lot safer, and it won't hurt any of the plants that are already growing and established over there. So that's why I moved the fire pit over here. Now what I'm going to do is I moved all that, and then I'm going to dig up all the burnt and everything that was in that fire pit. I'm going to dig it up and bring it over here into this pit, and then replace that to its natural state, clean it all up, and any trash that may have been in it from other people or whatever, I'm going to move all that and clean it all up. So what I may do when I start night camping at night is I may put my tent over there. That's a nice level spot over there, so I would tent camp over there, my fire pit here. As you can see, I cleaned up the fire pit, got all the debris out of it. I got a bag full of trash here. I'll be sure to bring a bag with me every time, because there'll be other people use this, and some people just don't want to pick up after themselves, so I'll be sure to carry it out with me. And got the fire pit all cleaned up, and I got it all cleaned up over there where it was before, and looking as nature left it, and I think we're in good shape. So things really came together today. I'm liking it, and I think I'm going to have me a little fire here in a little bit, and cook me some lunch, and we'll just enjoy the day. So. Well, we got the kindling and some wood all cut up, and now we're gonna go get some birch bark. This will be my first time trying it, so we'll go over here and see what we can scrounge up. luckily I have all kinds of trees around this campsite. It's birch or beech or whatever it is. So we're not going to have any problem getting us some bark. The one right there in front of us. Sun's nice and bright today, warming up. Supposed to be a high of 80 degrees today. Oh, we got some right here. You see it? All kinds of it on this tree sticking out, so we'll just get us a little bit and use it for our fire starter. Probably should have brought a bag with me, but yeah, you kind of learn as you go. All kinds of it. Let's see how that does. Well, get the trusty old knife out here and try our hand at some feather sticks. Haven't done it for a while, so good time to give that a shot. Well, you can tell I'm still learning. Not as easy as those other guys make it look, so I'm gonna get out my trusty little cheater here. I always carry these with me for this reason. I'm still learning, still figuring out how the best way is to start it without any kind of outside help other than what's available around me. So these are cotton balls soaked in Vaseline, and these take right off usually, so I've kind of gave it a shot and failed, so we're gonna get her going because I'm getting a little hungry. Now let's see how it does. There we go. Well, it looks like my fire starting skill is going to need a little more work as far as using natural tinder and stuff like that. I'm still struggling on getting it to work, so I have to do a little practice on that. But the cotton swabs always come in handy. Well, I'll have my trusty old standby again today for lunch. A little ravioli, and got my Esbit cook stove here. But I think today I'm going to try to just use the pot and heat it up on the fire instead. So nothing extravagant, just a nice little lunch to enjoy, and we'll just do a little experimenting with the pot and the fire. If you haven't seen this little setup before, it's got a nice little lid that you can use for a skillet or a little short pan. With some nice handles on it. This here is the alcohol burner if I want to use it, but I think today we're going to try it on the fire instead. And then this is the base that the alcohol burner goes in. And then there's the pot here. It'll hold up to 24 ounces of liquid, so I think we'll give it a try and see how it does. We'll just try not to melt my nice little rubber coated handles here. Well, lunch is done. I transferred it from the one I was cooking in into the lid so it wouldn't be quite so hot and I could kind of hang on to it without getting burnt. So we'll sit here and eat my lunch, and we'll continue on our way here in a little while. Well, lunch is done. Went and took my pans down to the creek. Cleaned them all out. Best I could. I'll clean them up more when I get home, but they're good for cleaning up and putting back in my backpack and everything. So got the most of it. I'll give it a good scrubbing when I get home and everything. So it's kind of nice to have a camp with the water nearby, so do camp cleanup and make sure the fire's out before we go. So that's always nice. And that's kind of one of the reasons I picked this site, was the fact that I had water real nearby, because one of my biggest concerns is making sure the fire's out before I leave, because I don't need a fire spreading out through the woods or whatever. You know, that would just break my heart. So I wanted to make sure I had water nearby where I could make sure the fire was out, do camp cleanup, stuff like that. So this is a real good spot. You might have noticed my little sit pad here. It's been a little wet here lately and raining and stuff. So instead of having the little foam pad like everybody else has, I just grabbed me a piece of plastic that I had there at home. I just fold it up and put it in my bag and bring it out whenever I need it. Eventually I'll probably get me some kind of cushion sit pad or something, but for now this works pretty good. Well, camp's all cleaned up, and we're gonna get ready to head out. Fire's all out. All the coals are cold. Cleaned up my mess at the bench. Everything's back the way it was when we started. The only thing I don't do here is eliminate my footprint of the fire pit, but that was here prior to me finding it, so I'm just going to keep it nice and neat, and we'll just leave it as it is.